Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I think we are live. We'll find out. Patty's chest. Or somebody leave a comment. If you can hear us and you can see us, then we'll know. So, although usually there's a delay.
We are.
Okay.
Yep.
So
just need to get the stream going.
Yeah, you got to get your stream going. And let's see here.
Here we go. We got a lot of people in the house.
Wow, 23 already. So, good evening, everybody. We are live streaming this evening. Oh, it just dropped down to 15 people. How about that?
Well, I got 20, but I'm delayed.
Okay. Well, mine might be. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, who cares?
We are live streaming tonight from the great state of Ohio.
Yeah.
We're at Harrison Lake State Park. It's only about an hour from our house.
It's nice. It's just been so quiet and peaceful here, so I like it.
Yeah. So tonight's signal is being boosted by High Boost. We're using our High Boost 4G 2.0 RV cell phone booster. It's the one that I did the review video on last week. And honestly, we had about 1 bar of cell service here, and we get 2 to 3 bars with the booster on. And it gives us hopefully enough data or boost on the data side that we can stream to you tonight. So thank you again to High Boost. That was, and I always disclose that in the videos, they did send that to us free of charge for us to test out and review. But honestly, there were some places in Montana where we would not have been, well, Russ and Carrie's place.
Yeah, we couldn't have done anything, and our signal was kind of bad.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure it was working. I kept saying to Pat, I don't even know if this thing works. I unplugged it. I went outside, I unplugged it, and she started yelling like, I have nothing, nothing's loading. Plugged it back in. So that's how we knew it definitely was working. So anyway, also thank you tonight to our moderators, Mark and Karen Milinarski, also known as Carl's new parents.
Yep.
And they went and picked Carl up today. They had
a little spa treatment, didn't they?
Had a spa treatment at New Camp.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you to them. Russ and Carrie, who also helped moderate, can't be here because they are serving up some gummy bears tonight at the Sweet Treats Outpost Candy Shop in West Yellowstone. So.
And I need to say hi to some students of mine that I see that have come on. Thank you so much. I never expect you guys to be on here. They actually listen to me. So hi, Ginger. She's a new one this year. And then Olivia. How's it going, Olivia, in 7th grade? Hope everything's going well for you. So, hello.
Do you want to read off any other people that are in the room?
We have, oh my goodness, of course, Mark and Karen.
Mark and Karen.
Hi. We have Bill and Sherry.
Marshall.
Hi. Yes.
Hey, Bill and Sherry. How's the bed in a box working out for you guys?
Johnny's Journeys.
Hey, Johnny. Welcome.
Kodiak Campers. Barb, Ohio. Hello. MJ and Izzy and Jason.
Hey. Right? Endless RVing. Yeah. Congratulations, by the way, to Endless RVing. They last week, 10,000 subscribers. And I think what's most impressive about that is they did it in, I think, less than a year.
Yeah, that's
it actually
crazy.
took us 2 years to get to 10,000.
Yeah,
so congratulations, guys. I know you guys work really hard, put out a ton of content, and you just deserve it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hi, Arnie. Arnie Unger.
Hey, Arnie.
Roxanne Morrill.
Hey, Roxy.
Terry Long says, hi, guys.
Hey, Terry. You know what? You said Terry's name. I told Terry I would call him the other day after my meeting, and I totally forgot. So sorry, Terry. I just remembered. I was supposed to call you.
Simple Life Big Adventure says hello from Tennessee.
Oh, welcome.
Getting an RV. Stephen
Mary.
Gashi says hi from Deerwood, Minnesota. Oh, a motorcycle.
Hey, Truman.
Oh, boys.
Got a couple motorcycles going by, so Truman's fired up.
Shelly, your boy's all fired up. Shelly's here.
Hey, Shelly and Jeff.
Lori Peterson.
Lori, welcome.
Another student, Hadrian. Hi, Hadrian. 777 Cretbo says
hey,
hi, guys. Bill Brown.
Bessie.
Says Lance dealer near Tallahassee. Hard to find one. He's asking. I don't know. Do
you
know?
I don't know. I think if you go to the Lance website, you can actually put in like zip codes and it'll show you the nearest dealer. So.
Oh, thank you so much. Who sent that?
Mary, thank you so much. Oh, show the pups. So
okay,
she's buying the pups.
She's buying some screen time. Here's the little girl.
Hey, Truman, can you come back up here?
Here's Bess, and in the campground there's another one that looks like her, and it's a boy. What, he's 3?
They said he's 3 years old. Yeah. Truman.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, bud.
Motorcycles are gone. He's not a big fan.
All right, let me see if I can grab Truman.
We need to say hi to John Mann. He says, hola. Deborah Sleece here, hun.
Oh, Deb.
Says hi, everyone, from Ron and Deb in Massachusetts.
So, Deb, we can, let's just jump right to this, because it's funny. I have a package that came while we were gone from Deb. So I'm not going to show that.
Truman, you need some time. Here,
so
buddy.
let's go ahead and open.
Here's True.
While you're getting Truman, I'm going to open this package that came from Deb.
There you go, Shelly. There's your boy. There's your boy. Say hi, Shelly. Say miss you already.
Oh, look at this.
Aww.
Just a little thank you.
There you go, buddy.
Hi, Patrick and Patty. We were recently in Sugar Creek for our solar install. Oh, I hope you're liking your solar. And saw this at a nearby winery. Naturally thought of you. Want to thank you for putting out all those wonderful videos. We're new RV owners and would have been so lost without your help. I watch and take notes. Enjoy your new lands. Rod's jealous, but we're not trading up yet. At least she said yes. See?
Yeah, it's still an option.
Only been out 2 trips so far. Maybe when you retire. See you in Vermont in October. And let's see
what you got? Oh, look how cool.
Look at this.
That's cool.
Wind down and relax.
Perfect.
Very cool. We'll have to feature this on a Friday night.
Exactly.
Friday night wind down.
Yep.
Thank you, Deb.
Or bourbon down, right?
Or bourbon down like last night. We did Tom and Shannon Lakia's bottle that they gave us.
Thank you so much for getting him the bourbon.
Yeah.
I'll let him have it.
So.
Need to say hi to John Hines. He says hi from hot Seattle. It's been hot here too.
Hi, John.
Yeah. David Gutierrez says hello from San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio, down towards where my aunt and uncle live. So. Robert Zacharich
says hi from London, Ohio.
London. I wonder where London is compared to us.
Yeah, I don't know. Linda Fuller says hi from Leo, Indiana.
Hi.
Yeah, that's in our backyard.
Yeah, we know where Leo, Indiana is. So.
Shelly says you're so handsome. Let's show you again. You are so handsome.
While Patty keeps looking through that, I have one more package. We'll just go ahead. So because we don't do the midweek update anymore, we thought we would try to always remember to do mail during our monthly live streams, because we feel like if people send us stuff, we want to recognize them unless they tell us not to. So, and I already recognize the name on this one, the Beckers.
Hi, Aiden.
Holy cow!
I know who you are. I won't hold your sister against you, Aiden.
It's made out to Sir Lancelot.
Oh, that's cool.
Happy thoughts and good vibes, Patty and Patrick, all for you. Congratulations on your party like it's 1985 Lance Traveler.
How cute.
Can't wait to see it. The Freebirds, Cal and Deb. So our friends Cal and Deb, guys, we've known the Freebirds now for a couple years. Yeah. They came to the very first camp out.
Yeah.
And it looks like we got some mini playing cards. They have little dogs on them. Look at that.
Oh, fun.
That'll be fun. We can keep those in here.
Yeah.
And
looks like some stuff.
We have some travel guides for New York State camping. And I remember Deb telling me about Letchworth State Park. I've heard Letchworth is an amazing state park.
Cool.
And I want to get up that way sometime.
Yeah.
So thank you for sending us that. And then...
What's that? Oh, looks like little Bessie a little bit.
Oh, look at this. I'm not sure.
Is it like a pillowcase maybe?
Yep, it's got a zipper. Look at that.
Looky there. Almost has. It just needs a chocolate spot.
Yeah, it looks like Bess, and it looks like there's a second one.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Look at that.
Very big. Aww.
Guys, these are. Oh, thanks, Deb and Cal.
Thank you so much.
Those are so cool. We can get those stuffed.
Yeah.
And
use them. Yeah.
Those are nice. So thank you.
Puppies
so that's mail
like
time.
Pillows too.
Speaking of Bess, who's apparently back to sleep. We had somebody reach out and suggest that we have a picture that I put up Tuesday, I think it was, for Tongue Out Tuesday on Instagram, where Bess has her tongue out. They said, you ought to make that into a face mask.
Because last weekend, these two had their first little bit of ice cream, and man, the tongue was just going everywhere, and you got a good shot.
Yeah. So we did. So if anybody needs a face mask, we have the Bess mask. You can go over to Teespring. teespring.com/bestmask,
Yep.
BESSMASK, or you can just go to our Teespring shop. And they wanted to sell, Teespring wanted to sell those for like $14.99, and I'm like, absolutely no way. So I lowered them as low as it would let me. So I think they're $9.99.
That seems like what I'm seeing when I look at Etsy and so forth like that online.
So I think we make like $1. So we're not doing it for the money. It's just if anybody wants Bess and her tongue out.
I got my order.
Yeah, we already ordered. I ordered ours.
We need to get one with this guy. Yeah.
So then the other thing I wanted to mention tonight is Tom Lakia, when we were out in Montana, the Meet Me in Montana camp out, he wanted to know when we were going to bring back the original bonfire t-shirts, the Travels with Delaney, because he didn't get one last time. And I was like, we probably could. We hadn't done a bonfire t-shirt in over a year. So, but I didn't want to bring back the same exact t-shirt. So what I've done is I updated it. The back still has the original Travels with Delaney logo, but instead of being square, it's now a circle.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Mark, you didn't need to do that brisket fun. That must be for a Labor Day weekend.
Yeah,
so I'll take care of that, Mark. The front of the t-shirt still says on down the road, but instead of hashtag, it just says on down the road. It's kind of in a semicircle, and then I put a mountain graphic.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And this time we have 3 options. There's a premium short sleeve, a premium long sleeve, and a woman's slim cut.
Yes.
2 colors in each one, and those are available only until August 31st. So if you are interested in a Travels with Delaney shirt, just go over to bonfire.com/2020 TWD. So 2020 TWD.
We can attest to the bonfire ones. They're so soft, right? And they wash up so nice. Those original shirts,
we still have them, and they're like new.
Look perfect.
I know.
And the other ones that we got, from Teespring?
Yeah, we're not.
Haven't handled the test of time so well.
So anyway, just wanted to mention that again. We're not trying to peddle stuff,
if you want one.
But it's just one of those things we like because we don't want somebody to say, "Well, I didn't know about it." And Tom had asked. Tom's already ordered his. We actually each ordered long sleeve shirts.
Yeah, plenty of short.
So yeah, I wanted to mention. Somebody mentioned Vermont. I think it was Deb. In the card said Vermont. So here's the deal on Vermont. I don't know if Vermont's going to happen. I'm just going to be honest, because currently Vermont has travel restrictions. And for instance, Patty and I cannot go unless we quarantine for 14 days. And then they require you when you check in, it says on the Vermont travel website, that when you check in at a hotel, a campground, you have to sign basically documents stating that you either quarantined for 14 days or you had quarantined for 7 days and then had a negative test before you travel.
That's not going to happen with working.
Right. And I posted in I think it was in the Vermont Facebook group, the restrictions. So some counties in the Northeast are allowed to come to Vermont. In some of the New England states, not all, but then outside of the New England, everybody
has to go through those procedures.
Oh, and Deb says Vermont won't even let us in. Yeah, so that's why I know our friend Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy. I talked to him. He's like, we'll be fine, by then. But the thing is, Paul's being more positive. I'm not, because I don't think it's getting better. That's just my opinion. And again, we don't want to get into any kind of political debate. That's not what.
In our area.
In our area, the numbers are rising. So we are going to make a decision by Labor Day weekend, and we'll let everybody know. I have had a couple people reach out. The Milinarskis. Jim Kuzman, I forget who else,
there's a couple
and said, if we don't go to Vermont, could we do like an Ohio camp out or an Indiana or someplace that's more friendly? And I mean friendly in the sense that there's no travel restrictions. And we can, and we're talking about doing that. I have to, once we decide we're not going to do it, then the struggle will be finding a campground with availability for us and, like 38 of our closest friends. So
we've been just struggling to find anything.
Yeah, like this weekend was a fluke. There was nothing available, and Tuesday morning I logged in and there was one site. Somebody had canceled, and I nabbed it.
We just we're doing it.
So that's the Vermont update, and I hope it doesn't get canceled because we're so excited. There's a lot of people coming. and that we wanted to meet. Plus, this might be the best camp out I've ever planned. I have the Bairds, Jen and Jacob.
Yes.
We're going to host us, or going to. I'm going to say going to, but you know, we'll see.
They are so
on
nice.
Sunday. They're just so nice at their maple syrup farm. And there's just so many great places I wanted to take people to experience.
Yeah.
And plus, MJ and Izzy from Endless RVing was going to be there, and I was all excited.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Peter, thank you so much. I can't believe you're still awake. Because it's,
he said we're gorgeous. It's got to be...
He's in. I don't know what time is it in the
late.
UK. It's got to be late. So anyway,
we can say some hellos here. Okay. Hi, Geek Family Adventures.
Oh, they're here in Ohio.
Yeah, I like Chris Durbin's question. Patty, what is your favorite cooking tool for the kitchen? Patrick. He does the cooking.
I do most of the cooking.
I'm like a sous chef. I do the chopping and then I do the cleanup.
So speaking of cooking, I want to share this with everyone. I made a carrot cake this week. From scratch.
It was so good. I like when he's home when I'm working.
Geek Family Adventures, we are at Harrison Lake State Park, which is near Fayette.
And real quick, Robert said London is 30 miles west of Columbus.
Okay. So this side of Columbus. Yeah. So not terribly far from us.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'll tell you, Robert, where I'd like to come, and I haven't been able to get a reservation, is Elam.
Yes.
Elam.
We've been trying, and there's just nothing.
They're just constantly full. So, but anyway, so I am hooked on a new channel. I think I shared this in the community tab. It's called Our Wyoming Life. I think it's Our Wyoming Life. We actually found them not through YouTube, even though they're YouTube. We found them through Harvest Host. I was looking for a Harvest Host on the way home, and it came up and it said that they have this farm and they're also YouTubers. So then I went to YouTube and watched a couple videos. We didn't end up staying with them because we ended up going the north route to come home. But their farm is near Gillette. But I started watching their videos and now I am completely hooked. Mary says she loves Our Wyoming Life.
I'm hooked on them.
But anyway, you know how it is on YouTube. You watch somebody's video, then it starts feeding you their older videos. So this one popped up where Erin, the wife, made carrot cake and that she sells at the farmer's market and now in their store. So I was like, you know what, that sounds good. I made it. It's the best carrot cake I've ever ate. It
was so moist. And you said it was so easy.
And it was easy. This is not one of those overcomplicated recipes.
So good.
And unlike a lot of carrot cakes where they load it with nuts and fruits and things like that, none of that. It's straight up, grate your carrots up. And the only odd ingredient, the only applesauce. Yeah. I think there's a couple
that makes it moist.
Which makes it moist.
Oh my goodness.
And then you make the homemade cream cheese frosting. So if you're interested in that carrot cake recipe, just go to YouTube, look up Our Wyoming Life, and then go back, I think, 1 or 2 years, and you'll find that recipe. So, and then the other YouTube channel I'm hooked on, or we're both hooked on, is Yankee in the South. And which is, if you are thinking about traveling to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville,
everything you can think of.
It's basically a whole channel where they go out and review the restaurants.
Now they're doing hotels and motels and things like that.
No, Mary, I used the ones I had to actually peel first, and then I have this hand grinder that shredded them nice and fine. So yeah, I didn't cheat. Although I should have. I don't know why. Yeah. Mary says another interesting channel. Yeah. So those are the two.
Fun.
Now, Elizabeth, who I don't think is here tonight, she had reached out with a channel suggestion, which I haven't had a chance to check out. She wanted to know if we still support small channels, which we do. We just, because we don't do the midweek updates anymore, we can't necessarily shout them out. The other thing was, there for a while, it was getting crazy. Like a lot of small channels, word must have got out that we were shouting out small channels, and then they were all rushing to our channel. And then literally I was getting emails like, when will you shout us out? And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, that's not the
point. A lot of what I do now as far as helping smaller channels, because I still want to support small channels, is a lot of times channels will email me, and I've just been trying to work with them one-on-one. And again, these are small channels. These aren't the endless RVings with 10,000. They know what they're doing. This is the channels with less than 1,000. that will periodically, message me, and I try to give them suggestions, ideas, things like that. So we'll still shout out, but Yankee in the South has almost 40,000 subscribers, and our Wyoming Life is like 150, 160,000. So anyway.
Sharon LAB says, hey guys, it's Sharon in DFW.
Dallas Fort Worth.
With COVID.
Oh no.
Says, I took the retirement package from AA, had to put buying a tab for 100. I assume put off buying a tab.
Put off probably.
Now even sure if they're taking orders. Anyway, loving the lands. Oh my goodness. Hope you get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I think New Camp's still taking orders. Most of the RV manufacturers are back up and running. They're just way behind. So, and Johnny, yes, I did see your casita. It's pretty awesome.
Yes.
So those of you that don't know, Johnny from Johnny's Journeys, Johnny just bought a casita, and he's got a couple of videos out on it, so you might want to check that out.
Robert Slee says, I went to pour myself a Tito's martini and poured Jim Beam instead. Must be last night's whiskey down.
Yeah, whiskey, the bourbon down, whiskey down.
Liz DC1 is here, says hi y'all. Hope
Hey,
you're all
Liz.
well. We are just trying to recover from a crazy week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crippling.
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes my new hair color. Thank you, Peter. I do too.
So, quick update, because we did our last live stream. Where were we? We were in Kalispell, weren't we?
Yes.
Kalispell, Montana.
I think we were at the fairgrounds.
I think we
weren't
were. I think that's where we did it, was in the fairgrounds.
And after that is when I changed the haircut.
Yeah, so we headed south from Kalispell. We did 2 harvest hosts. We did a wedding venue. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw pictures. Then we did a brewery one night. Then we did 2 nights at a county park right outside of Idaho Falls, Idaho. Yeah. That was great.
Beautiful.
It was, I think we got, what was that, a Wednesday, Thursday. Couldn't get anything for the weekend.
No.
But it was like, I think it was it $20, $25 a night
so.
with electric and water, concrete pad right on the lake. It was awesome.
It's nice.
Then we spent 3 nights at our favorite spot in the Grand Tetons, boondocking. Yep. Then we did another harvest host at a dairy farm. Patty got her first experience on a dairy farm. And it was at the Tetons that I actually colored Patty's hair.
You helped me, yeah. He was my dentist calls it the kitchen beautician.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I can't see sometimes without my glasses on very well, and he would help me out. And I debated about doing it, and my hair was starting to get kind of brassy, and so I'm like, and it's more back to, it's a little bit darker than my natural color, and I really like it.
Yeah,
so,
it looks good.
Thank you for all those nice comments.
And then we ended up heading, originally the plan was when I went down to Shumway Farms.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always forget that one. The plan was to keep going kind of south and then start heading back east. And then I got this brilliant idea that I needed to see my buddy Russ from the roads we rode one last time. So we headed back north 3 hours.
Yep.
It was actually Carrie's fault. Carrie posted on Instagram, because I had posted pictures of the yogurt that was amazing there.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, do you deliver? And I literally read that comment, and I said to Patty, I'm like, wonder how far we are. And I think, what was it, 3 hours?
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're only 3 hours away. So we did. We went back, spent one night with them.
Hi, Liz. Liz Childers is here.
Oh, hey, Liz. Hope you're not
doing well.
Yeah, I know it's hot.
Bubba Bug's here.
Hey, Bubba Bug.
So we went back and spent some time with them.
One night.
Yeah.
But we got to have dinner. I cooked dinner for all of us. We had a great time. And then we started making our way home. We actually went to, we spent the night at a Cracker Barrel in Billings, mainly because we couldn't find a campground.
Yep.
And the KOA in Billings, which we'd stayed at on the way out, had one site left, and it was $80.
Yeah,
and I refused to spend that money.
And that was a really nice Cracker Barrel.
That was the nicest.
2 really nice hotels, and they had a lot of grass area, and you could walk the pubs. It was nice. It was really pretty and nice.
Right.
Yeah.
It was great. And then we ended up doing a harvest. Yep. No. We did a KOA in.
Yep. You're right. Was it
North Dakota. Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Yeah, Bismarck. we were going to boondock near Teddy Roosevelt, and severe weather was moving in, and it was nasty. So we just kept booking, and then we did a harvest host in Fargo, or just outside of Fargo. which was a winery, amazing, had dinner. We just happened to be there on the night he does dinners. And then we did the KOA in Madison, where my nephew Alex came over for the evening. And then we got home.
Yeah, that was
so
home.
And the good news is travel videos actually start this Sunday, so I'm kind of excited. It'll be interesting because I hadn't shot or edited travel videos since Texas Christmas.
Okay.
I mean, well, I guess technically going to get the trailer was kind of a travel video, but
this one really, I think you've done a little different, and I think they're really cool. I really like what you've done with them.
Yeah, we'll see. So I think we'll have
I like them.
3 episodes minimum. Maybe I'm going to squeeze 4.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, for those of you, because most of the people in the live stream I know are regular viewers, friends, and these videos are going to be 20 plus minutes long.
And why is that?
And the reason is, what I have figured out, at least for our channel, and I think for most channels, when you get up to 10,000 plus,
they want to see longer videos.
YouTube promotes longer videos. And I was worried when we put out the tour video of the Lance. It was 33 minutes long, and that thing has done ridiculous number of views in the first 2 weeks. So, and then, you know, last week was a short video, like 8-9 minutes, hasn't done anything. So part of me would rather do 10-minute videos and get 6 or 7 episodes, but I just know how YouTube works. And
thanks, Karen. She's telling everyone to hit the thumbs up.
So anyway, all right. If anybody has questions,
I have one for you.
Type in all caps question. And then the question, and that way it's easier for Patty to find the actual question.
Well, I have one from Getting an RV.
Okay, Mary.
They've probably been waiting.
Okay.
It says, do you think it is a good idea to have a backup camera and dash cam? I have to talk Arnie into this, so I'll let you. We have that one we used.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I had here's my answer, Mary, because I don't think it's a blanket answer.
No.
When we had the Tab 400, we didn't need one because I could see through the trailer, because I would open the front blind and the rear blind, because the Tab 400 had windows in the front and the back. Didn't really need one, in my opinion. If you had a pop-up camper, you don't really need one. But if you can't see through your camper, I'm telling you what, I've never owned a backup camera before. I would never tow again unless I was towing a Tab 400 or a pop-up or something like that. I would never tow an RV again without a backup camera, because I can now see, going down the road, traffic that's going to be coming and passing me. I can see if somebody's riding on my rear end. It just is so nice. And when the camera went out, I think it was in South Dakota on the way out, because it overheated. It was over 100 degrees out, and it just got too hot. The monitor overheated. I mean, I was like flipping out, wasn't I? Like, I can't see. I don't know I don't know if Mark's behind me.
Well, and it's like, what happened, you know? And then I kind of felt the bottom of it, and it did.
It just overheated.
Yeah, it felt hot. So we just sent the air up that way, and then
it came back within a couple minutes.
But there's been now and then, like even yesterday, it kind of blipped down in you a little bit.
Well, that's because I think I've got a problem with my cigarette lighter.
But yeah, you get used to having
it. But yes, Mary, I think you should tell Arnie. I think he would love it, and I know they're an investment. I'm not going to tell you which one to buy. They range in price, but here's what I will tell everybody. Princess Craft quoted me like $1,100 to install a Furrion. And initially my thought was just get it done. And then I remembered that Halo View had reached out to us back in November, but at the time I told them we didn't need one with the Tab 400. So I immediately reached out to Halo View and said, are you still interested and working together? Which they were. And I am so glad I did, because I love the Halo View, and I can tell you, John from No Ordinary Path had a Furrion. He actually ended up replacing it with a Halo View, and he loves his Halo View like I do. And what I love about the RD10 model, which is their newest model, the monitor isn't like a square monitor. It's actually the same size as your rear view mirror, and it just straps over your rear view mirror. And your natural tendency is to look to your rear view mirror. And so that's what you're seeing, is what's in your rear view. So, and I think those are around $400. And I can tell you that Izzy and MJ will back me up on this, because they're big fans of Halo View. John from No Ordinary Path is. But again, there's other brands out there, but I'm happy. I'm very happy. Like, I am sold on Halo View, and I would buy a Halo View again.
Well, and then with the new truck and trailer, I told him, I said, I want to know how to tow it, because that way you get a break. And so I did, and you get used to having it. It's just like you look out the back, it's right there. It's like what you do in your car, and it makes it so easy. So, and it's easy to tow our trailer. It wasn't hard for me.
So that'll be an episode 2. You'll actually get to see Patty towing the trailer for the first time, and she actually ended up towing, I think, 2 or 3 times on the trip. And it's so nice now because, I mean, sometimes she only tows for like an hour, but just that hour break is awesome. So and she unfortunately, her first time towing it, I said, "Oh, this is a good stretch," and for you to do it, and it had been up until she took over, and then 2 construction zones.
I had semis that just wanted to fly, so I let them go around me, and they didn't move us at all. I was, thinking it was going to sway. But it didn't, and then I pulled into a gas station. And and we had deer crossed. Yeah, she had a deer run out in front of her, and then and then she pulled in. She's like, I just want to pull into a big parking lot. I'm like, that's fine. Get off the exit, just pull into the gas station. There's a big area. But then I seen there was a wide open lane for her. I said, you can do this. And she yelled at me. She said, Mark, shut up. No, she didn't. She said, okay. And she pulled right in perfect and set me up to get out and pump the gas. And so, Patty, you did an awesome job. Hi, Wilson on Wheels. Thank you so much for the comments about my hair. I was really leery at first, and I got it cut shorter, yes. So thank you for the nice comments. Single Life Big Adventures is here.
Welcome.
Wilson on Wheels, hello from Texas. We're melting away at temperatures 101.
That's what we've heard. My aunt and uncle, I talked to my uncle, and he said it's been very warm down there. So
there was something I missed here.
I guess the good news is
here we go.
Another month or 2 in Texas, maybe, or another month you'll be done, maybe, and it'll start cooling down.
Terry Long asked, are you running the AC or just a fan? We're running the AC because
this is the AC.
In the area, and it just got all of a sudden, the air got so heavy and sticky and muggy feeling that we just had to turn on some air.
Yeah, and I know why Terry's asking, because he's getting a Lance, and the Lances currently do not duct their AC. And it was the same thing I was worried about, was the noise. But honestly, have you really noticed the AC? I mean, is it a little louder probably than...
It's louder than Carl.
Right.
But I think after a while, it's just kind of like some quiet noise, I
White
guess.
noise,
White noise, that they call it. And so I don't really hear it, I guess. I'm used
Truman.
To it. True.
I don't know what Truman's barking.
Someone's asking, how did we go at school? Well, so far so good. All the kids are wearing their masks. What's different for me is that the kids are and they call them cohort groups, which they put them in assigned groups in a classroom that they stay in all day. They can go down and get a take and go breakfast and bring it to that, it's called period 1, and eat their breakfast. And then they're in that classroom, they have their book bag, everything they need stays there. They don't even get a locker. Masks are required in Indiana and in schools. We give them mask breaks. I always try to ask the kids, like, have you had a mask break today? And if they tell me yes, I say, well, you need one later, let me know. And they've been really good about it. And they eat in that classroom. Lunch is brought to them. And so far it's done really well. Now, for me, I have to have everything on a cart that I need. And that's been a little different because sometimes you forget. So you really got to think ahead what you need. But that's I think, gonna slim me down, because the last few days it's just kind of exhausting trying to think of everything that you need. And I've been getting over 10,000 steps a day, so I'm like, that's my exercise program. But the kids have been really good so far this year with it and dealing with it, and it's just so far so good. So, and we're lucky to go outside with good weather. If it gets colder, that'll be interesting to see what happens there. But so everything's going great so far. Abby Jarrett says hi from Pine Canyon. She's a neighbor.
Hey! We'll be home tomorrow.
Question. When are you two coming to the UK? Well,
the UP or the UK?
It says UK. I assume
that could be a while.
Yeah. So, question. Do you know when the 2021 models of the Tab 400 come out? 2021.
The 2021s are already out.
Okay.
New Camp
That's
released.
from Joe Robinson.
Yeah, Joe. The New Camp released their 2021s. They actually released the 2021 320, I think, back in March. They went way ahead of every other manufacturer. And then I believe the Tab 400s that are shipping now are 2021s as well. So they're out. So now the question is, when will the 2022s come out? Which I would assume that won't be until sometime next year. I heard, and Izzy could probably chime in on this, because Izzy really, if he's still here, him and MJ, Izzy stays up with the RV industry news really well, I know. But I believe the RV industry just recently announced that they're going to go to set dates to launch new models, because currently it's all over the board. Like every manufacturer, just like New Camp deciding to release 2021s in February or March, which was just crazy. So I think it's going to be like the car industry, where there's going to be kind of like a set month where you release your new model years. But I don't know when that takes effect, if that's taking effect next year or if that's a couple years down the road.
Okay, question from Lori Peterson.
Okay.
New Tab 400 owners. The camper radio powers on during tow. I guess today that it might be an alarm, so we made sure that was off. Any other ideas why it might be if that's not the issue? So why would it be coming on?
Are you okay, Lori? Do you mean like it's like you had it off and then you're towing, and then when you get in your trailer, your radio's on? Is that because that shouldn't be happening? Now, it will, quote, power, like there's always power to your radio as long as your battery is connected, because the radio is 12 volt, but it shouldn't mysteriously turn on.
True.
And
come here, buddy.
Come here, bub. And if it does mysteriously turn on like that, then there's something wrong with the radio, and I would contact your dealer. So, if that's what you mean.
I'm not sure. Endless RVing said your Halo View video was fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gus Pack is here. I thought when I mentioned that, I think I forgot that earlier.
Oh, hey, Gus, welcome.
Getting an RV's question. Can we come down and you can help us install it?
Yeah, actually, Mary, you can if you want, because I don't know how it will be on yours. I think it would, honestly, I was scared. Like, I'm just not real good at, I see all these other YouTubers doing all these big modifications, and I think I'm handy, but I don't know, I get nervous, especially with a brand new trailer. We got kind of lucky because where I mounted ours, it's a plastic trim piece, so I wasn't actually drilling into the sidewall. But honestly, it's a real simple install. So yes, you're more than welcome. You let me know when you want to do it, and I'll be more than happy to try to help Arnie. Plus, I'm not as fearful when it's somebody else's trailer. Actually, I'd probably be more fearful.
Yeah, I know, you'd be worried.
Yeah.
Andrew Saj, I hope I pronounced that right, S-A-J. Question. We're thinking about joining Harvest Host, but we need to use it in December this year. Have you used Harvest Hosts in the winter, or are they not available in the off-season?
No, you can.
It in the winter, but
we've never used it, but you can, as long as the places are open. So, for instance, like here in the Midwest, if a business isn't open in the winter,
true.
And I do see that sometimes, like farms, a good example in the Midwest, they're only open during their normal farm season. But down south, like Florida, Arizona, Texas, those harvest hosts are 365. And honestly, there could be harvest hosts here in the Midwest, or I know there are, that are 365 as well. But I will tell you, there could be some, because I have seen some that have like a season, but most of them, yeah, you could use it in December. So, and honestly, we love harvest hosts. Now, like half of YouTube, we get a commission, $15 if you use our link. You get 15% off of your bill. But we pay for our membership. We were members before we became affiliates, and so I always just tell people that we love Harvest. We absolutely love. It's one of those things where even if Joel didn't pay us a commission, I would still promote Harvest Host, because again, we want to share products that we believe in, and it's definitely one that I am 100% loving. So.
Okay. Back to Lori's question about, if her
Okay.
thing's on and then they turn off the they're driving and it comes on.
Okay.
It says, yes, it was off and it's on when we get in the trailer after driving. So the radio was off.
That's not right then, Lori.
Something's not right there. I don't know.
And I have to think that's an issue with the radio. I would contact your dealer. It used to be you could call New Camp Direct.
Yeah.
Call your dealer, see if they can research it, and if you can't get it resolved through your dealer, then I say call New Camp Direct and ask for tech, which is most likely is going to be Creed Hostel.
Yep.
And then he'll be able to talk you through it or do something for you.
Yep.
But that doesn't make any sense that if you had it powered off and then you travel and then you call, and then you come in and the radio's on. Now, what you might try, and this is what I would try, you might just check that button to see if, I don't know, maybe it's sticking a little bit to where the jiggling.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know if you could get just a little something in there to kind of clean out. There's just, it's not much space, but that would be my one. But that's not right, Lori.
And Bill Brown asked, do you have a slide-out cover topper on your Lance? And yes.
Yes.
We got that installed before we...
Well, actually, it came.
Oh, did it come with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is an
I know we
option,
wanted one.
and there is an option to get them installed at Lance.
Yep.
And PJ, because understand, we didn't order this. PJ had just ordered it. It was on her lot. It had just come in. And that was one of the options she had put on this trailer. But had it not been an option, we would have had Princess Crest add it. So
thank you, TLB. They gave us a little, what do you call that?
Oh, a super sticker.
Yeah, a super sticker.
I think that's a super sticker. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Geek Family Adventures thinks the TWD meetup should be in the UP.
The UP?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, our friend Tom... Now, let me just say this about Tom. If you're ever driving through Rawlins, Wyoming, and you get pulled over by a deputy, and his name badge says Tom...
Should you have bourbon handy?
You should... Well, you could have bourbon handy. You could also say, I'm friends with TWD, or Travels with Delaney. I don't know if that'll get you out of it or not, but we're friends with Tom. He's a deputy, but he has a family cottage in the UP, and he's trying to talk us into coming up in September when he's there, but unfortunately... I just don't think we have the time to do it, so...
Okay, I have a question, actually, for Geek Family Adventures. I wish Harvest Host will let us join with our teardrop. Is their teardrop not self-contained?
Right, because they have the tag.
Gotcha.
And so Harvest Host says you have to be self-contained.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish so too, but the reason being, you know what would happen is there would be people who are not self-contained that would figure out a way to deal with it. But you know what would happen is you would have campers that are not self-contained. They'd start showing up at hosts, and they'd be like, do you have a bathroom I could use? Do you have and so...
April, Marie, and Tommy are here, and they're going to Montana and Glacier, so...
Ooh! So April and Tommy are our friends from, Kirkland, but basically outside of Seattle. And... So, April, we went to Glacier. Now, you remember 2 years ago, I wasn't that thrilled, but it was the weather. Yeah. And then we went one day this summer, and again, the weather wasn't very good. And we had no plans to go back a second day, but then the sun came out.
It was just a beautiful day, and we were driving around, and you're like...
I'm like, do you want to go up there while the sun's out?
Yeah.
Thank goodness we did.
It was gorgeous.
Because I will say... Now I understand why people love Glacier, because when the sun is out, it is absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm,
there you go, Terry. The air just kicked off.
Yep.
So I don't know if you can tell a difference. I'm sure you will. But
TLB says, loving my new Battleborns. Thank you for the help in Montana.
Yeah, the Battleborns, aren't they great? So we have two 100 amp hour Battleborns on board. We have a 190 watt Go Power solar panel. We have the Go Power charge controller, and then we have some, I wish I could tell you what it is. I don't know the name of it. We have a 2,000 watt inverter that also has a lithium charger. This system has worked flawlessly.
Perfect.
We were going, I think the most we went was 5 consecutive nights boondocking this summer, and we did that multiple times. Batteries never were below 85%. like they would charge right back up during the day. The only time they even got down to 85 was a day that it stormed all day and there just wasn't much sun to be had. So
yeah. Roxanne Merle is asking, what is the UP? The UP is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
yeah.
Yeah. They call it the UP.
So you and Brian need to make a trip this way, and you can come, and you guys can go up to the UP, and then you can come down, and we'll show you around Indiana.
Yeah.
So I know that's a long trip from California, though.
Deborah Sleeth asks, can you show a picture of your lance with the slide in? Not right now, of course.
Didn't I do that?
Or with your lance with the slide. I thought you did.
With the slide in. I think it's on Instagram, Deb. I think. I'll double check. But somebody else had requested that. I thought I had put a couple pictures on Instagram. So you might go into our Instagram page.
She says the interior of your lance with the slide in.
Yes.
I thought we took a picture of that and it showed
did.
me over by the refrigerator.
Yes.
And how I could walk through and all that jazz.
Yeah, I think it's on Instagram, Deb. If not, I'll do it again. But what we love about it is you can sleep in here. Like when we stayed at the Cracker Barrel, we did not put the slide out. You can get to the bathroom. You can get the drawers partially open on the dinette because it has the two big drawers. You can open the refrigerator, but you can't open it all the way. So you cannot get the crisper drawer out with the slide out in. So that's one thing we learned on traveling. If there's things we want when we're traveling, don't put them in the crisper drawer like meat and cheese to make sandwiches. But you can get into the refrigerator to get the big stuff out. So
need to say hi to Diane Ski.
Oh, hey, Diane. Yeah, so Diane was also in West Yellowstone with us, and she went to Earthquake Lake the one day, and she's actually working in the park. So if you get out to Yellowstone.
Right. And the question about the radio.
Yeah.
Someone was saying that it's the alarm had that same problem. It was the alarm. There's an on and off button under the alarm button. Make sure you push that off. And that said that fixed theirs. Angie Stark is saying that worked for them. Okay,
Angie, thank you for sharing that, because now I think I'm understanding. But I thought the radio was just coming on. You're saying the alarm is in the on mode at a set time, and that could be it. So
yeah, everyone's giving good suggestions.
Yeah,
to
thank
help
you.
them out.
That's what's great about this community is people helping each other out. Because I mean,
yeah.
So try that. That might go in, see if your alarm is on. If your alarm is on, that might be the issue.
And Terry Long has exciting. It just sounds exciting. Their Lance 1999 is scheduled to be built September 23rd.
Woo!
Yeah, so that's cool.
Now I will tell you, Terry, not to make you nervous, but. So our friend Mike Ritz, he bought a 2075 Lance, and they've already had issues with it.
Yeah.
So they found out there was some outlets that weren't working, and I mean the dealers already corrected it, but they didn't get hooked up right or didn't get hooked up. The only thing I will say is, and I told Mike this too, I don't think it matters what you buy.
Yeah, there's always something.
A good example, the Wagners, who are from right here in Ohio, the Wandering Wagners bought, I think, about $150,000 Super Seed. And I know they've had some issues with theirs. I mean, I'm going to guess, Izzy would probably say, or MJ would probably say, when they bought their new Mar, and that's a very expensive rig, they probably have, I mean, I think it doesn't matter how much you spend, you're always going to have some. We had issues already. Yep. We've got a drawer that won't close properly.
Yeah.
Our furnace didn't work, but I was able to fix that because there was just a wire that came off. So.
Yep. Question: can Princess Craft do the install for Battleground batteries, charger, battery monitor, and solar panels?
Yes. The only thing I will say is.
It says, "Oops," in a new tab for 100.
Yes. They can do all that.
Yeah.
Now, if you want actual Battleborn batteries, you'll probably have to order those yourself like I did and then take them to Princess Craft. Princess Craft installs, I think it's the Go Power batteries, which honestly I might consider doing, because the nice thing about Go Power Solar is they do like these complete systems where it's the panel, the charger, the inverter, and the batteries. But if you really want the Battleborns, then if you remember last December, I think it was, I ordered our first Battleborn. Then I took it to Princess Craft and they installed it. So what I would suggest is before you do anything, contact Princess Craft, call Kevin in service, and tell him what you want, and they'll hook you up. But yes, Princess Craft can do all that. And the great thing about having Princess Craft install lithium and solar, they do it all the time. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. So, Phil Hampton's here. Says, great to be with you tonight. Watching you from Orlando. Back in Kentucky soon.
Hey, Phil, tell Judy we said hi too.
Our niece Sam Harpino is here.
Oh,
Hi,
hey, Sam.
How's school going, kiddo?
It hasn't started yet.
Oh, well, there you go. It's going great.
It's going great for her because she hasn't. I wonder if she's had her steaks.
That's what I want to know.
I asked Sam. Sam's birthday was while we were in Montana, and I asked her what she wanted, and she didn't really know. And then I said something about we were having these steaks. These Montana steaks were amazing. She goes, "That's what I want." So I actually went to the grocery store and bought her a couple steaks as part of her birthday gift.
Yeah, we got her.
So I don't know if her dad's cooked them yet for her or not, but
we're like, this shirt is what people wear in Montana, and this shirt is what tourists buy.
Yeah, we bought her 2 shirts. One was a normal shirt.
She's like, huh?
So one of the things, now you won't see it in episode 1, but in episode probably 3, you'll see a theme where Patty and I go to the store called Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply.
I'm hooked.
We love Murdoch's.
I love that store.
Now, for those of you who are like, I don't know what a Murdoch's is, think Tractor Supply except bigger, or think Rural King, something along that lines. In fact, Patty, okay, here's a funny story.
Just interrupt you for a second.
Okay.
Hi, Teresa from California.
Oh, Teresa!
Hi. Okay,
Teresa got her solar installed. I mean, not her solar, her Battleborns installed.
Go ahead with your story.
Okay, what was I saying? Oh,
About Murdoch's.
So Patty had looked at this pair of boots on clearance at Murdoch's.
Loved them.
We went to a total of 7 Murdoch's over the course of a month.
And I kept thinking, I don't need these, but they're really cute.
So then we got home. Then she's looking at them online again.
And they're on sale.
Yeah. So she says she asked me if she could order them, which she doesn't even have to ask.
I said, is that okay if I order these? This was last Sunday morning. He goes, So I was like, all right, I'm on.
I was probably either asleep or not paying attention.
I say number 2.
Okay. So one day this week, I don't remember what day it was.
It was a school day. It was
she was kind of down.
It was a rough day.
It was a rough day. She was texting me.
Students got there. It was had to have been Wednesday. No, Tuesday.
So I thought I'm gonna surprise Patty. I ordered a pair of boots for her. So then the next day I said, hey, I want you to look at something. Do you like these boots? And she gets this big grin on her face. She goes, yeah, I ordered them. And I'm like, what? So
my order came.
Her order came. Mine's coming on Monday. She has 2 pairs. We'll probably ship one back.
And luckily my sister wears the same size shoes, so I thought, she loves shoes too, so I thought maybe she'd want a pair, because we never wear the same shoes at the same time. And if not, they said they have a really easy return policy, but I'm hooked. I love that store.
They have a really nice clothing section.
Yes.
Like Tractor Supply keeps shrinking their clothing section, but
they just
Murdoch's
carry good brands like Levi's Silver. I mean, the day we were there on the clearance rack on one of those stores, if you wore ladies size, it was 2 and 4 like little ladies, but I hadn't worn that size for a long time, but they were $3 for a pair of Levi's Silver. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'd need a bunch of those sewn together to make it my size, but just stuff like that, like nice shirts, Ariat brand, Keens, Wrangler, just nice clothing. So
Stetson.
I love it. Stetson.
I was drooling over the Stetson hats, but they were like anywhere from about $120 to $150, and
oh, thank you, Endless RV.
oh, thank you for Patty's shoes. Which pair? 1 or 2? Thank you, MJ and Izzy, and again, congratulations on 10,000. We're so happy for you.
Yeah. Sam says she hasn't eaten the steaks yet. You're going to need to get your dad grilling those, kiddo. And I have a question here, but I want to say, where did it go? Oh, Geek Family Adventure says, by the way, we're planning to be in Indianapolis in mid-October.
Oh.
Yeah. Question, is your bed comfy and room for the pups? It's very comfortable and plenty of room for everybody. We're so comfy. Even though these two, doesn't matter what size bed it is, our king at home, they're on top of you.
Right.
But at least now Truman likes to be up near the top. He starts there, but he'll move around, and then she likes to burrow under the cubbies. So it's perfect for us. Plenty of room and comfortable. Yeah.
And I just want to mention, I don't know if you noticed how I started to say something, but I let Patty keep talking because
Oh, poor boy.
the
Let
Lance
it go,
tour,
man.
the Lance tour video, I have taken a
He's
beating
taken
in
a
the
beating.
comment section about how I said Patty, you want to show us around the inside, and then I kept jumping in. What a lot of people, and it wasn't you guys, and Jim Kuzman, I don't know if Jim's here, I don't think he is. Poor Jim, on our Patreon video where I talked about this, he thought it was him because he had made a comment, but his was a light-hearted comment. I mean, there's been some almost nasty comments, and but what a lot of people didn't realize was Patty didn't want to do the tour video, and normally I always do stuff like that, but some of you had been saying, hey, when's Patty and the pups going to be in a video again? So I said to Patty when I got done filming the outside, I said, do you want to help with the inside? And she goes, yeah, but I really need you to jump in.
You just know more of the specifics than me. And I'm like, I'll do some of it, you just jump in. And that's okay with me. I don't care. But people got all
how rude I am to
goodness.
Patty, how disrespectful I am to Patty. You'd think I was the worst husband in the world based upon some of those comments. So I'm letting Patty talk. And,
it's okay.
I know. I'm messing. It's just comments are and MJ and Izzy know about this because we have this little Facebook group of creators, and this has been a conversation also with Todd with Carla, really, of the Runaway Roses, because the bigger you get, the more people who are watching your videos that aren't your normal viewers, and they just leave nasty comments, and I try to ignore most of them, but Izzy just goes right back at them, and I love it. I love that, because I'm sorry, if you come and you just leave an absolutely nasty, disrespectful comment, you almost deserve one back. But the problem is, some of those people then, it just escalates them, and then it gets out of hand. So
they're asking, which I don't know, with the brand of boots. They're ankle boots. They look like, because even my sister, she loves shoes, and she has she's the manager of a shoe store. I was showing her because I hadn't tried them on. I'm like, what do you think? And I tried on an ankle boot last week when I had to go see her at the store real quick. And they felt good. And she's like, well, I think they're going to have a little more width there because it's more of a cowboy boot bottom. But they're ankle boots. And I'll have to, I don't know the brand.
I don't know. We can post a picture when we get home, and I'll put it on Instagram.
They're cute.
And I'll put what they are.
Yeah. Someone says, what's a Montana steak?
Oh, so a Montana steak, it just means it's beef from Montana. But Albertsons out west, at least in Montana, Idaho, maybe Wyoming, Albertsons stocks a kind of like I think it's like a premium line called Double R Ranch beef. So it's one ranch. I think they have multiple locations, and they really promote it. They have a section of Double R Ranch beef. It's Montana raised beef. It's more expensive. They have some cheaper beef you can buy, but and so I decided the one day to spend the money and buy it. Oh my gosh. So I actually brought, what were those? Just sirloin. Yes. It was just some sirloin
we had, ribeye?
We had ribeyes. We had quite a bit.
But you brought
I bought this big pack of sirloin, and we only cooked 2 of them, and I brought the other 4 home.
Yep.
And I had my dad and Marilyn over for his birthday, and I couldn't believe it. My dad was like, "What is this?" He's like, this is the best steak I've had in a long time. It was just, they're flavorful. And now maybe if any of you live out that way and you buy Double R Ranch beef, you may say, I don't think it's that great. We thought it was really amazing.
Good. Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Says she loves my hair. Thank you, honey. Love you too. Let's see here. Question. I'm new to your channel, enjoying it. Are you full-time or part-time?
We're part-time. Yeah, we're now sometimes it looks like we're full-time because we're both educators. Patty teaches 6th grade English. I'm a department chair at a community college, so we can travel for 6 to 8 weeks in the summer.
And someone else says Montana beef is so tasty.
Yeah.
TLB said that.
Okay, yeah, it was really good. I'm trying to figure out a way to get some shipped here, but and then we'll do spring break, we'll do Christmas break, but the rest of the time, so we're I don't even know if we're considered part-time, but we're weekend warriors.
Yeah.
Although we hate weekend camping, but
we're
trying.
Yeah.
We're trying. That's what we're doing this weekend.
Well, just because I think what's helping is we're trying to find places closer to home.
Yeah, I'm not doing the crazy like, hey Patty, you want to drive to Gatlinburg for the
Let's
weekend?
go,
So
woo! No, I'm tired.
although I really wanted to go there for Labor Day because I'm wanting pancakes from Crockett's breakfast can.
Because he's watching a lot of Yankee in the South.
Yeah, Yankee in the South. I got to quit watching Will and Dawn because I keep.
Oh, they're fun. So someone's saying, so Montana Beef at Albertson. Guess where you bought it?
Yeah,
right?
that's where I bought it. It's the Double R ranch brand. And like I said, I noticed there was like a section of Double R ranch beef, and then there was other beef, and it seemed like the Double R was more expensive. Although I mean, see, the thing is, Patty and we can buy one like really nice steak, like a ribeye, and it's enough for both of us. So that one ribeye maybe was $15 or $16.
Yeah.
But it was like super thick, and then we just split it. And
Mark, so funny. You're talking about how those people are being kind of nasty about you butting in.
Yeah.
He says you say, Patrick, shut up.
Yeah.
And someone else said you should say, do you need a hug?
Yeah, I actually
bless your heart.
Sometimes I will type like bless your heart, because if you're from the South, you know what that means.
Okay.
So yeah.
Roxanne's asking, or actually Brian wants to know, will you have enough weeks for Alaska? We want to join. Well, I sure hope so.
Well, yeah, I mean, Alaska is still up. The plan is to go unless this COVID thing is still around next summer.
We can't get.
But I think hopefully by then we'll have a vaccine or something. But yeah, so we're planning. In fact, we talked with Russ and Carrie a little bit. They're still going. We're going.
Yes.
And we think there will be people who will join us along the way.
Yep.
And maybe meet up for a week, and then they'll venture off on their own routes and things like that. And eventually, there's a pretty good chance that even us and Russ and Carrie will break up because they may want to stay in Alaska longer. We have to get back to go to work. But yeah, I mean, we've said all along, anybody that wants to join us, everybody's going to kind of, I mean, we can all caravan, but we're not a tour company, so we can't guarantee campsites or anything like that. We need to, but we definitely would love to have people along.
Sure.
So.
Lots of fun.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah. Yes. How are Russ and Carrie? I miss their happy faces. Oh, they're doing great. Russ is just so busy they have 2 jobs. He's doing.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Russ and Carrie are work camping in West Yellowstone at the Sweet Treats Outpost Candy Shop. And they work, about 30 hours a week or more?
Yeah.
They're working 5 days a week.
Right.
And then Russ took his old job back with First Texas doing marketing. The difference is he gets to do it remotely. So he's working 40 plus hours plus his 30 plus hours at the candy store. They just don't have time to shoot videos right now.
It's too much.
Carrie's trying to keep up with the website and Instagram. So
Rick G, do you know if Russ and Carrie are going to start doing videos again anytime soon?
I don't know how soon. They'll eventually put out videos. Like I said, Carrie's keeping up the Instagram, the Facebook, and the website. But Russ is kind of like us. The videos is Russ's thing. Yeah. And so I think once they leave West Yellowstone in October, once the candy store closes and they can leave West Yellowstone, then I think you'll start to see videos again.
And thank you, Getting an RV. Yeah, Russ and Carrie's channel is The Roads We Roam.
Yep, The Roads We Roam. For those of you that don't know, I always assume everybody knows Russ and Carrie. So
Joe Robinson says $109 for 4 ribeyes, free shipping. So he must have checked it out. $109 for 4 ribeyes.
So that's just a little over $25 a ribeye, but that's more than what I spent in the store. But when you consider shipping,
right.
Okay.
And Glenn Larish is asking, is Vermont trip still on in October? Well,
so Glenn, at this point, I'm going to say it technically is, but I think we're going to make a decision by Labor Day and let everybody. We'll get it out on the Facebook page and we'll put it all over social media. I think it's going to get canceled. I don't think we're going to have a choice because currently the state of Vermont has travel restrictions, and there are just so many places if you're coming from, including Indiana, that you have to quarantine for 14 days before you can go, and then you have to sign paperwork. And like I said, I would like to say we're going to get to come, but I think at this point, I think it's shifted from I was very optimistic a month or two ago to I'm very not optimistic because of the travel restrictions
Right.
that the state of Vermont has.
Okay, they're still talking about steaks.
Okay, steaks.
And our buddy Mark says, all this steak talk is making me hungry. Someone wanted to know how much your ribeyes, getting an RV, wanted to know how much your ribeye weighs. And then Joe Robinson pipes in with 12 ounces, how much they weigh. And then someone's, ribeye. And then I had steak for dinner. So poor Mark, he's hungry.
We had steak for dinner too, and I have to tell you, it was probably one of the worst steaks I've ever had, and I was really disappointed. It was they were New York strips that were grass-fed beef from Aldi. Normally, the meat at Aldi is really good. These were absolutely horrible. They were so tough.
And just a
gristly,
lot of gristle. And
kind of like a gristle fat.
Yeah.
You couldn't eat it. Yeah.
Not a lot of
I was very disappointed.
Yeah,
I was
steak.
So.
Dianeski's defending you. She's saying people need to watch your Disney World Fort Wilderness wedding anniversary surprise video. He's an awesome puppy.
Yeah, thanks, Diane. And you know what? The majority of the people who normally watch our channel, they understand. And like I said, like Jim Kuzman, he was giving me a little crap, but it was fun crap. Like, it wasn't nasty. It's the problem is YouTube started really pushing that video out. I don't even know how many views it has. It's got a lot. And so it's going out to people who don't know who we are. So I could see where if somebody who had never seen our channel before was watching that, and then I could see where they might think I was, cutting Patty off, and it was something we had talked about ahead of time.
Mark, you're killing me. Because Karen's like, every time you laugh, we're trying to match it up with a comment. It's Mark. Because he says, maybe it was a goat New York strip that we had for dinner.
So, okay. So if anybody's reading the comments and you're like, why is he talking about goat New York strips? So,
Mark.
Patty and I would like to buy, what we'd like to do, we'd like to buy some land in Montana.
Yep. Thinking ahead here.
Yeah, we're thinking ahead, and maybe start with just putting a pad for an RV, and then eventually building a small cabin or a ranch or something like that, and then that would be our retirement home during the summer months, and then we would travel during the winter months.
Yep.
And then Russ and Carrie have talked. They're already looking at land.
Yep.
So then Mark and Karen were in this conversation where Carrie and I got this brilliant idea. We could be like Our Wyoming Life and we could have some farm animals and such. And then Mark wanted to know if we could have goats so we could have gyros. And I'm like, no.
The goats.
And then I said, you got to have chickens for eggs. And he's like, ooh, fried chicken. And I'm like, no, the chickens are for the eggs. And so that's why Mark's bringing up the goat meat.
Mark,
leave the animals alone on my ranch.
Goodbye. They're probably gone. Geek Family Adventures. They said, heading out, guys. Good
All right.
seeing you
Thanks,
again.
guys. Be safe out there with your tag.
So
and
if you do a meetup more Midwest, we'd love to join.
Okay,
we'd love to have you. Yeah.
And Patty said next time we schedule a camp out, which I don't even know when the next one would
Needs to
be.
Closer to
She
us.
wants it closer to us. She says I need to quit scheduling them 1,800 miles away.
Okay, and then Robert Stitch has some good information. You were talking about going to Alaska. Says right now most Canadian provinces are still requiring visitors to quarantine, so most people are just staying in their provinces this summer.
Yep.
Liz Childers, we're talking about food. So sorry, Mark. Here's more food. We made homemade pizza for dinner along with salad. Cooked
that
out
sounds
on
good.
Yeah, it does. Cooked out on a stone in our Traeger. My pizza was a cauliflower crust. We've had that before. That's really good. Made homemade crust for
there's a bird
VC.
on the roof or
That's what
something.
I'm thinking. I can hear it.
We can hear a bird. I think it's a bird. I hope it's a bird.
Karen says, "Go ahead and say it." Shut up, Mark.
No,
Shut up.
Yeah, I think it was Mark. Shut up.
Yeah, there you go.
So, all right. Well, I think we're coming up on an hour. If anybody has any last questions, we just don't want to waste your
Hi,
time.
Carl Rasmussen, checking in from Watertown, Wisconsin.
Ooh, Wisconsin.
Hi, Mobi.
Mo. So, Mo ended up selling his Tab 400, and
He still says still have found an RV or still haven't.
still hasn't found an RV
found.
yet. So,
True.
Hey,
There's a
hey,
bird. We
Truman.
know. Someone's G Hard One.
Okay.
Mark and Patty, where do you two live in Indiana? Well, Patrick and I, we live in northeast Indiana, north of Fort Wayne, a little town called Angola.
Yep.
Bye, Johnny. Says, so glad to see you guys. Miss you. Hi.
Hey, Johnny,
Bye.
thanks so much for coming by tonight. And again, don't forget, everybody, go check out Johnny's Casita. He's got a couple videos on it that he got. Very cool trailer.
We have some first-timers, Eric and Diana Clark. They say hi from Galveston County, Texas.
Ooh,
so we're really
welcome.
enjoying watching you guys. It's our first time ever sign on your chat. Well, hello.
Well, thank you and welcome. Yeah, we love Texas. My aunt and uncle live in Hill Country, so we'll be in Texas. We should try to do a camp out in Texas.
Well, you've thought about that.
Yeah, we might try to do that. And we might partner with, we might see if PJ wants to partner. Maybe we can do something with Princess Calf. Maybe we can do it at that KOA near Austin. So we're going to be in Texas. Our plan is, I don't know when is that, the last week of March, first week of April, probably?
I think that's when it is, yeah.
Patty's spring break.
Unless something
changes. But we've already told PJ that we'll be bringing the trailer in for, whatever warranty work. Like, we've got some minor things. But, and so maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll try to plan a camp out if things are better over your spring break.
That's okay, Gail. As she said, she meant Patrick, not Mark. That's all right.
That's okay. Hey, you know what? It's an honor to be called Mark. Mark's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Mark's my buddy, and you can call me Mark.
And Joe Robinson, he's asking what website for the casita. Wasn't that Johnny's Journeys?
Johnny's Journeys, and that's JOHNY
apostrophe S.
Yeah, because there's another Johnny's Journeys, but it's spelled differently. So.
Michael P says, "Hey, y'all ordered our lamps partly due to you guys. Oh my goodness!
Well, congratulations. Which model are you getting?
Yeah.
The other thing, somebody earlier asked about the bed, and I forgot. You were talking about that, and then I got off on the whole letting you talk. We did, just so you know, with our bed, because ours folds in half, because it's a convertible into the couch, we did add a 2.5-inch piece of memory foam, and that kind of helped. The other thing we found was there's a lip, and when you fold the mattress down you've got to make sure that the mattress is up on that lip. Otherwise, the front half of the mattress falls below the lip onto the couch, and you can really feel the bend. So when we put it down, I kind of, right where that seam is, I kind of put my hand up under there and push up and back just to make sure the mattress is fully supported back there. And then it seems to be fine. So.
And Michael P says it was in 1995.
Oh, 1995,
yeah.
Yeah,
that one too.
Yeah, that was originally when I called.
Choice,
that was kind of originally when I called PJ. We asked her about a 1995. Patty really liked the rear entrance with the big tall closet.
Too, so.
But I really like this one because I like the bigger bathroom. So they're both excellent, and they're almost identical floor plans, other than where the entrance door is. Which does affect the bathroom a little bit, but there's both nice bathrooms.
And says Mumbai says, I hope I have an RV by then. Saw PJ today, looking at the land, 1685.
Oh yes,
Texas will be great. Okay, definitely closer to California. What? Maybe we could.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'd love that. Well, yeah, I'll start thinking. We'll find out. The OA that we stayed at in Austin was really nice.
Yeah. Hey, Adam from Florida.
Hey, Adam. Adam's a Lance owner, and he's helped me out a couple times already when I've had questions. So
the YouTube channel again for the carrot cake rock stands. I forget
our Wyoming Life. And again, you'll need to go into their videos and go back, because I think it was like from 2 years ago, but you'll see it because it says it's labeled about carrot cake. And
hi, Susan Elwell.
Hey, Susan, David.
Glenn Larish, where's the beef?
Yeah, the beef. We're still talking about beef. An hour later.
Yeah. Adam, you're okay. You're not missing much. He says, sorry I'm late.
No. We're glad
you ordered a new RV yesterday. Well, what'd you get, Adam?
You did.
Another Lance?
I hope. Well,
maybe with some other direction.
Adam talks me into a Lance, and although I know, here it comes. I was going to say, you talked me into a TAP 400, then you. So. We'll wait for Adam to respond. We'll see if he can share the information yet.
Oh, a leisure travel van.
Oh, Adam, you're stepping it up.
Yeah. Mark says he's still hungry.
Mark's like, please end this live stream so I can go eat. Mark, you already ate.
He says I plan to keep the Lance.
Oh, you do?
And it's
okay.
a 24CB.
I'll have to check that out, Adam.
And TLB says, you talked me into a tab for 100.
I know.
Smiley
As
face.
I said, I know I'm going to get beat up on that one, so I'll just leave that one alone.
Yeah.
So, Adam, maybe we can meet up over Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Because we'll be in Florida this year over
Yep.
the holidays
Back to
again.
Florida. Back to Florida.
I don't know where we're staying.
No.
We're always in the Orlando area. But one of the things, when you buy from Princess Craft, you get a free 1-year membership in trails, which we've never been interested in 1,000 trails because that's just not what we normally do.
Right.
But we went ahead and took it, and we picked the Southeast region. I'm hoping to get into Orlando RV Resort because that's the one in the area that we can camp at. But you're not allowed to book, 60 days out. So
Adam says he's up for it. That'd be great.
yeah, we'd love that, Adam. We haven't seen Adam since 2 years ago.
Right. At Hershey one.
Yeah, at Hershey, but 2 years ago.
Eric and
September.
Diana Clark, you think you might upgrade and add another solar panel?
I was originally thinking we would, but honestly, based upon the trip, and we were gone. I think I figured out we were gone 33 nights on the trip to Montana. I don't think we need it. Like,
Yeah, I don't think we
I think
need
it would
either.
just be overkill.
Yep. I don't
Because
think
that
we
was my
need it.
original plan. I think they told me there's room for at least one more, possibly two more up there. But the 190 watts, like I said, we were going sometimes 5 days at a time without plugging in, and our batteries were never getting below 85%.
Mark's defending himself. He says he ate a long time ago, Patrick, over 3 hours ago.
Over 3 hours ago. That was 5 o'clock, yeah.
And then Roxanne says, ha ha ha, Mark said Brian to pick up takeout dinner with all the steak talk. Mobi, great idea. He says we could park at Buc-ee's, LOL.
Oh, yeah, let's have a camp out at Buc-ee's. No.
Yes.
I do love Buc-ee's.
Yes,
I know.
it's
Again,
fun.
I don't know if people in Texas are as enamored with
Yeah,
Buc-ee's as
we're
people that
just
are not
are.
from Texas. But okay, now Mo, here I want to share this with you and everybody else. So, my uncle and PJ both suggested we take the Austin bypass,
Yeah.
and in fact, the KOA was. It was easiest to get to by taking the Austin bypass. So we took the bypass. I think the bypass can't be more than 30 miles.
It's not very long.
We
Yeah.
took it going south, and then we brought it back north. And I got the bill last week.
Yeah.
I don't think Texas understood. I didn't want to buy the Austin bypass. I just wanted to use it.
Yeah.
$70. I'm not making this up. $70 to use the Austin bypass going south and then back north again. I don't think I've ever paid. We don't pay that much, I don't
No,
think,
to go to Pennsylvania.
to go to Pennsylvania and back across the entire Ohio Turnpike.
Yeah.
Crazy, Mo. You guys is Turnpike.
Glenn
or-
Larish, when did this turn into a steak channel?
Yeah, beef. It's what's for dinner.
And someone says you don't have to cook when you're at a Buc-ee's either.
I can see the entrance now. I can see it now. Welcome
That was
back,
Joe
everyone.
Robinson.
If you're new to Travels with Delaney, we're your channel all about beef.
Yeah,
got a nice
Mobi
ring.
says, wow, that's insane for highway.
I mean, I know it's because it was the truck,
Yes.
and then there's 2 axles on the
Right.
Lance, 4 axles total. But I just couldn't believe it was that expensive.
And Adam says the wait is a year for leisure travel.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well, that doesn't surprise me though, because
with the way
RV sales
It
are
was
through the
crazy.
roof. I will tell you, I'm curious if anybody here
What, buddy?
has tried to book campgrounds. This was the worst
Huh?
summer for us because we don't like doing reservations.
yeah.
And if we do, it's usually last minute. We struggled a little bit this summer, and we've never struggled
No.
like we did this summer. When we left Russ and Carrie the first time, we were going to Ennis. Ennis is like this small town in Montana, just maybe an hour northwest of West Yellowstone, and it's kind of like a fly fishing community.
Yes.
So there were 3 places I was going to try. The first one was a free campsite on a lake just north of town, and the reviews on Compendium said it was rarely used. We got there, every site was taken, and it was gorgeous, by the way. So if you ever get to Ennis and you can get a site there,
Oh, it was very cute.
if I remember right, there was
Oh,
picnic
my
tables and fire
goodness.
rings, and it was
So
right on the lake.
nice.
So then I said, well, we'll go to,
Beautiful.
there's 2 other campgrounds back south of town that were part of the Montana Fish and Wildlife.
Full.
And about $18 a night, full. So then I'm like, okay, we really want to be in Ennis tonight because it's a cute little town. We want to go through the shops. So we go to the RV park. They had a big sign out front, full. We ended up literally like, oh God, what are we going to do? I mean, my first thought was to run back to Russ and Carrie, like you run back to Mama. But we didn't. We just kept going north. Patty found the KOA in Butte, which gave us a night to, we ended up doing laundry and kind of figure out where we were going.
It ended up being okay.
And then we decided we were going to go to Kalispell or Flathead Lake. So the next day we head up there and we went to a state park full. Even though they had
nice if they would have had a sign, clear out at the road. We had to drive
it's ridiculous.
Forever. Yeah.
So then I said to Patty, I'm like, let's just go to the KOA in Polson. It's expensive, but we'll stay one night because it had gorgeous views. She got online, but the signal was weak. There was a site available. I said, we're 15 minutes from there. Don't worry about it. We get there. They were full. And, which actually I was kind of glad because it was 80 plus tax.
And where we ended up was nice.
So we just drove up to Kalispell. This is why you always, if you don't travel with reservations, you always need multiple plans.
Yeah. Backups.
And the fairgrounds in Kalispell allow RVing. $25 a night.
Yep.
You can have your choice of 30 amp or 110. They have city water where you can fill up your tank. There's a gas station just a couple miles north that has a free dump station that's easy to get in and out of. And we ended up staying 5 nights. We loved it. We loved the fairgrounds.
Brand new showers. We didn't use them.
Yeah, brand new shower houses you could use. The deal was there's a big gravel parking lot. If you wanted 30 amp, every light pole had 2 30 amp plugs. But if you could do 110, and we were fine with 110, we just convert down.
Yep.
Big grassy area, lots of open space. So we went over to the grass. And like I said, we stayed 5 nights.
Yep.
And we absolutely loved it.
Nice.
And we were only about 45 minutes from Glacier.
Yep. Perfect location.
So it was a great location. And the people at the fairgrounds were so nice. Yeah. So, and then the livestock show was going on.
Yes. And then they had
the gun and knife show.
Yes.
The food truck festival. Yes. It got crazy busy on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, but it was fun. Question for you. What size is our inverter?
2000 watt inverter.
Michael P. is asking before we forget.
That was, and honestly, I don't know. I could find out. I don't remember what brand it is. It was what Kevin at Princess Craft picked out for us. He said it was a product because the one we bought was very expensive because it had a built-in lithium battery charger, so they didn't have to change out the converter. Later we found out actually the converter in this trailer can be converted to lithium, but Kevin had already bought the product and installed it. Yep. So it cost us a little money we didn't need to spend, but that's okay. But yeah, it's 2,000 watts, and he wired it. He had the techs wire it to the entire trailer, which there's positive and there's negative to that. The positive is every outlet works in here when the inverter's on, which is great. The negative is the refrigerator will try to run off of the inverter if you don't manually push it over to gas. And if you forget, you could accidentally, you could turn the AC on. It won't run the AC, but, so.
Yep. I have to say, Diane Ski, she's saying, Patty, I thought of you. I had huckleberry ice cream this week. Love huckleberry ice cream.
So we're down to our last half gallon of Tillamook. Yeah. We ended up buying, what did I tell you, 6 half gallons on the trip.
That's what happens when you get a bigger freezer.
Yeah, we love Tillamook ice cream. Yeah. We can get limited flavors at Kroger in Fort Wayne, but I will say the refrigerator, we're going to do a video probably sometime in September because we're going to do, like I said, 3 to 4 weeks of these travel videos. I don't want to interrupt the series, but one of the videos we're going to be filming is 3 things, 5 things, we don't know what the number will be, that we love about our trailer and 5 things we dislike about our trailer. One of the things I can tell you is going to be on the list is we love the refrigerator.
Mhm.
I forgot, this is I think a 7.0 cubic foot
Yep.
refrigerator with a dedicated freezer. I forgot how nice it was when you take really long trips to have a big refrigerator freezer. And we had a lot of food in there this summer.
We did.
And it worked. You know, I've had issues with refrigerators in the past. This refrigerator works flawlessly. And all I'm going to say is it's a Dometic. Every refrigerator we've ever had an issue with is the other brand.
Yeah.
We've never had an issue with a Dometic refrigerator. So, and I'm sure somebody will tell me they've had a problem with Dometic, because that's just the way it is.
How it goes.
Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Camping Alan question. The name of Camping
Oh yeah,
Alan.
Alan.
Yeah. Have you two converted using the Tundra to tow your rig, or are you still using the Tacoma too? Well, we traded in the Tacoma.
Traded in the Tacoma. The Tacoma was traded in Butte for the Tundra.
Yep.
And some of you might remember the video from, I think it was February, the Kurt Better way, where you plug it into your OBD port, and it's a way for you to weigh your truck, your tongue weight, your truck and trailer. I had forgot it the day we bought the truck, so I think it was, 4 days later, I called the salesman at Butte Toyota, and I said, hey, my Tacoma has this Better way. Can I swing by in a few days and pick it up? And he's like, oh, that truck's already gone. We sold that. They sold it like 2 days later. Never even got it certified, is my understanding. Never listed on the website. Just somebody came in, saw it, bought it. And so, yeah, the Tacoma, I don't know where that person lives. Probably Montana.
Yeah.
I think we're the oddball. We bought a truck in Montana.
Yeah.
So.
Christo says, hi guys, glad to see you back. How was it out west? It was great.
It was wonderful. We didn't want to come home. We could have stayed. You know, originally our plan was to be out there most of June and July.
We didn't make
but
it.
with buying the trailer, we got a late start. But it was wonderful.
And did you have any problems driving through some states? No, we didn't really.
No, not really. We on the way out, and you'll see this in episode 1 tomorrow. We encountered some severe weather in South Dakota, which, I'm probably going to give away the teaser. I put out a little teaser video, and we actually ended up avoiding the bulk of it. We got the outer band of winds to the point that I literally had to slow down to about 50 miles an hour for a small stretch.
Yep.
But luckily, we avoided most of that. We encountered a little bit of severe weather on the way home in North Dakota. It's something about the Dakotas. But again, all we really had to deal with there was really heavy rain and some lightning. So, but otherwise, no, we had no issues.
And then she asked, well, I assume it's a she, Chris. Are you still liking your trailer?
Love it. Love it.
It was a good choice for us. It was time.
In fact, it was funny when we got over here last night and got back in the trailer. I'm
like, it just feels like home. I'm used to it. It just has, and Carl did too, but it just has.
Oh yeah, we love Carl.
It feels so nice when you get in here, and it just has that good homey feel in here. So
I mean, I know, we had some people who, again, you always have this. We had a few people that were like, we're unsubscribing because you got rid of your 400, blah blah blah. And I get that, and a lot of people were like, I thought you loved your 400. We did. But, people go through phases in their life, and I think somebody who's like a backpacker, or maybe somebody who's a tenter gets this. Like, you may have loved tent camping for a few years, but there's just a point where you say, like, yeah, I think a pop-up would be nice, or a teardrop would be, and you go through that progression. And we love the 400. We still love New Camp. We still have friends at New Camp. We have New Camp friend owners.
Yep.
So it had nothing to do with New Camp. They just didn't have a trailer that fit our lifestyle.
Yep.
And
changes,
so, but we're loving, and I'll be honest, I wasn't real thrilled about the slide out and the dinette. I was just like, we don't need it. Why would you want a dinette if you have a couch? We don't use the couch very much at all. That was the one thing we wanted. We love this dinette.
I love this spot. It's one of my favorite spots.
And Mark and Karen can attest to it, because,
how comfy it is.
And you'll see it in the video, all 4 of us ate around this table comfortably multiple times on the trip. So
yeah. They're still talking about food.
We're still. This is live stream's running long. I mean, we don't want to keep, and we know some of you need to leave, but I know some people came in late. That's why I wanted to keep.
Glenn Larish wants carrot cake.
Oh, Glenn, that carrot cake was amazing. I don't know if I posted a picture on Instagram.
I
will. If I haven't, I will. And like I said, if to me, To me, it was a much easier
Yep.
recipe
It
than a
was.
lot of carrot cake recipes.
Gus Packus says that public supermarkets from Virginia to Florida have Tillamook. And
Ooh.
Martin's from Maryland, this is Patty Martin, says they carry Tillamook.
Come here, buddy.
In Fort Wayne, we can go to Kroger.
Kroger, yes.
Yeah, there's some Kroger's. What is he here?
I think he saw a vehicle go by. Come here.
He's just on the lookout.
So, I better get back over here.
Any updates on Alaska trip? Well, right now it's still a go. We want to go. We're hoping, everything is a go. Sam says it should become a food channel.
Yeah. Travels with beef.
And Karen says she's going to make the carrot cake this week. Mark said she's making the carrot cake.
It's
Mark's
good.
making it. One of them.
It's
two.
good, yeah. It's very good.
And that Patrick, she need to make a carrot cake for Labor Day.
I could do that maybe. I think I might be able to do that.
Bye, Phil. Hampton says sorry to say goodnight.
Oh, no
Visiting
problem.
Our son and family had to join in for a while. Still hoping to see you in Vermont.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Judy.
Glenn says I'm getting fatter watching this show.
Yeah. I'm getting fatter making this stuff, so.
Hey, I take advantage. It was good coverage.
And I will say this, you can make the carrot cake you can do the 2 rounds and stack it. I didn't. I did a 9 by 11 by 13, just rectangle pan, which is what she does in the video. And I think I actually liked it better that way than as a tall stack cake.
Yep.
And it's a lot easier because you just have the one cake when it comes out, you let it completely cool, make your cream cheese frosting from scratch, and then put it on. And
we agree, Mark. He says a very spacious dinette here in the land.
yeah, it really is. I mean, there's so many things we love about this trailer. I mean, there's a few things we don't, and we're going to share those in that video. Like, one thing that we don't like is the door has to be closed to either put the awning out or the awning in. Otherwise, it will ruin you. You could damage your awning. But the only option that Lance would have had, it's not really Lance's fault. They could have either went with a traditional awning that has the side arms that then you hit your head on. Ours is what's known as an armless. It still has arms, but they're horizontal. They go out like this versus vertical. Or they would have had to put a smaller awning on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they didn't. It's more of an inconvenience, but it's not a deal breaker. Yep. So, I mean, there's things like that. I mean, although we were trying to come up with the list the other night of things we don't like. And that list is hard to come up with. The things we love is easy. It's the things we dislike that's harder.
And hi, Jennifer LZR says, hello from Texas. Glad you're not down here. 105 to 109 for highs.
I'm glad we're not down there either.
And then Eric and Diana Clark, question, you just used it today, the oven. It says, when you use your oven, have you added a pizza stone for even cooking, or have you found that things cook evenly?
Actually, we used it for the first time today. We used it once with Russ and Carrie, mainly to keep food hot.
Yep.
I needed things warm. To keep things warm. Today was the first time I baked in it, and I was actually thinking, they must be making these ovens better because it worked actually pretty well. I made those, like those little Pillsbury cinnamon rolls that they come in a tube and then you bake them. In our fifth wheel, those things would burn on the bottom and the top would still be doughy.
We had that thing for 8 years. We never could figure it out.
I never could figure that thing out.
Method.
This, today, I just put them in on a little cookie sheet that I bought that fits in there. They came out brown, like they weren't burnt or anything.
We're talking about more food.
Yes, cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. Gebhard won. I know she told Gail from Michigan.
Yep.
Where are you going for Labor Day?
We are going to near Cuyahoga National Park, over near Cleveland, Ohio. We're actually staying. I have been looking for 2 weeks for sites for us and the Milinarskis, who are also joining us. I said, we see more of Carl. We see as much of Carl now as we did when we owned Carl.
That's right.
But the 4 of us are going to go, and we were trying to get into an Ohio State park, and we just couldn't find 2 sites at the same park.
Right.
And the other night, and they didn't have any at the KOA in Streetsboro. But then all of a sudden it popped up, and I called them because I wanted to make sure there were 2 sites, and the gal's like, they're not side by side, you know. But I said, well, at this late date, I know I'm not going to be able to get side by side. But she was able to get us 2. So yeah, and we've actually stayed at that KOA 2 or 3 times now.
Yes.
And what's nice about it is you're about a 10 or 15 minute drive to Cuyahoga National Park, because Cuyahoga doesn't actually have a campground.
No.
And so, and it's just it's a nice area. There's lots of little, there's a couple little towns you can go to.
Well, and there's a nice
farm market
that if it's open, we want to go to. It's just
and we're going to
fun.
take our bikes, and us and the Milinarskis are going to be bike riding. So, that's our Labor Day plan.
And Susan Elwell talking about her awning on the obvious says it can go in and out surprisingly with the door open. So
that's good.
Yeah,
I can't remember. And I think yours is armless too, Susan, isn't it? You don't have the arms that go out.
And then April Marie has a question. Do you find the low back on the couch comfortable? Yeah, the couch is comfortable.
Yeah, the couch is comfortable.
The low back isn't an issue.
And I actually love those arms. There's arms you can put in on the sides. I don't know why. I actually like having that little arm. I was like, oh, we don't need those.
But I think, and we found a way, we store them underneath the couch. There's plenty of storage in here. And we just keep them under there. And, they're nice. I enjoy having the arms on the couch. So, and the couch is very comfortable. Let's see here. Says, Get an RV says, Mark, you, Patrick, and Russ need to go on the road.
And do what?
I'm not sure.
We'd be like an act?
I guess the 3 amigos.
The 3 amigos.
Arnold and Josie Espinosa.
Oh, hey!
Says, hi, Pat and Patty from Deep South, Texas. Hello to the
I'll tell you what, Texas is representing tonight.
Here's the pups again. This is Mr. Talkative here tonight. Here's the little girl.
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. There you go. Because I think there are more people from Texas than any other state tonight on the.
Little girl has hiccups.
Our little girl does?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, Diane C says I need to go. Gotta get my laundry from the dryer. Have a great weekend, Patrick, Patty, and the pups. Bye,
Thanks, Diane. Hope you continue to be safe out there
and enjoy that great weather. Said it was 75 today.
That's why we love Montana. Because here's the thing: even when it gets hot in Montana, it cools off at night. So it could be 85, 88, 90 degrees out during the day. But by night, you don't need your air conditioning because it's dropped back down into the 50s. And that's why sometimes people are like, why have you been out there 3 years in a row? That's one of the main reasons. We love the weather.
Getting an RV says, see, on down the road. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mary. So yeah, we should probably think about wrapping it up. I don't think we've ever went an hour and a half.
No.
I don't know how some of these YouTubers do it. Even like Will and Dawn. We were talking about Will and Dawn from Yankee.
How long was that?
2.5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Nick Nimmin, who does his channel. Nick Nimmin's channel is like how to grow your YouTube channel. On Saturdays, I've seen him do 4 to 6 hour live streams. I'm just like,
that's like a
good Lord.
Cool job.
So.
TLB says, love Montana. I would definitely camp with you there again. We'd love to do that. Yeah,
I tell you, Montana and Wyoming and just that whole area.
It was just.
But I'll tell you, we really took a liking. Not that there's lots of parts of Montana that are nice.
We like
but honestly, we spent 5 nights up there at Kalispell. We spent a night in Ronan, which is south of Polson. And honestly,
bye, Eric and Diana Clark. They got to sign off.
Thank you.
All this dinner talk, they got to get something to eat.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you. Mark's going to be on his second dinner here in a little bit. But if we could find some land up there, that area, I love that area. Now, if anybody watches RVing with Andrew Steele,
Bye Camping Alan.
I just saw where Andrew Steele just purchased a lot at the Polson Motor Coach Park. Those lots, and you have to own like a Class A motorhome to even go there. Which, interestingly enough, though, it's right with the KOA, which kind of cracks me up. But those lots start at like $100,000. This is for an RV lot, and they go up. Some of them are over $250,000. But I seen where Andrew just announced he bought a lot there at the Polson Motor Coach Resort.
Deborah Slee, thank you. Says great live stream. We enjoyed it.
Thank you, Deb.
Thank you so much for the gifts. Christo says, question for me: do they air out those classrooms? That would help We are allowed to keep our classroom doors open toward the inside hallways to help ventilate. And the kids right now are doing a great job because with glasses and me, and if it's not, I've learned that if it's not a lot of ventilation, my glasses fog over. And I've learned also how to try to wear my mask. And again, we go outside. Right now, the weather's great. We can do mask breaks outside, but right now they're trying to keep the air flowing, to keep everything moving. And the only people that go in the hallway, well, there's been a few kids that go out, but not very many. But they're trying to keep them contained in the classroom, but keep them safe. And we're cleaning constantly. So yeah.
Bye, Mo. I think
Bye,
that was
Mo.
Mo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So.
Says gotta run. Great
Yep.
seeing you.
Yeah, but we're going to wrap it up here, but it was great.
Yep.
Thank you for this.
Goodbye, Roxanne.
We will. Hey, Roxy, tell Brian I said hi. I don't know if he's been listening or not.
Just love some carrot cake.
Yeah. Brian said I'm a bad influence on people because I'm always buying new things, and so I told him I was going to get a shirt that said like I could be a bad influence on
And
you.
one last thing here, April says we're also looking at property in Washington, Idaho, and Montana. And goodbye, Gail. Bye-bye.
Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to buy like a big, like find like an 80-acre,
like a compound.
Yeah, and then we can all subplot
carrot
it.
cake.
Yeah, subplot. I was just
Steak
saying.
and carrot cake.
Well, maybe we could grow carrots and then we can make carrot cake. But
bye, Liz Childers.
Bye, Liz.
Stay
Tell
cool.
Verl we said hi.
Stay cool.
Yeah, and everybody in Texas, stay cool,
Yeah.
stay hydrated, and
Yeah.
hopefully some cooler temperatures will be
coming your way.
But just remember, I always think of it this way.
Yeah.
You're suffering right now, but this winter when we're suffering,
You'll have
you guys
great
are going to have
weather.
some great weather
It'll
down
flip.
there. So you'll be glad.
We'll be wishing we were there.
I'm thinking we're going to do another one of these live streams here in a few weeks because I'm thinking Labor Day weekend might be a good time.
Might be fun.
Because we should have stellar
Bye,
internet.
Arnold and Josie Espinoza. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you over on Facebook.
Yep.
They're on Facebook quite a bit.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm thinking maybe Labor Day weekend, and that way we can have the Milinarskis in person, and maybe we can interview them about
what their experiences
with Carl. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll try to plan a live stream sometime during Labor Day weekend.
And Adam, he loves the truck. He's had a Tundra before, but this truck has more bells and whistles.
Yeah, I absolutely. This is the nicest truck I've ever owned.
So much so that when we first got home from Montana, he's like, "I'm getting that garage so I can get we call it Montana truck in the garage," and he does. And he didn't have to put his mirrors in or anything. He can put right in the garage.
I did get it in the garage.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. And,
Bubba, come here.
I forgot how much I love. I mean, I always loved my first Tundra. But I forgot how much I loved it.
This one I think is a little nicer.
Oh, it's definitely nicer.
My first seats, power front seats.
My first one was like the work truck version, so it was just the base model. It was a great truck. I had it for 8 years, but this one is the limited with the off-road package. It's got that big 38-gallon fuel tank, which is going to be so nice. With going to Alaska.
Sorry, Arnold and Josie, they're saying Truman's getting their dogs barking.
Sorry, I know. RW's not here tonight. Normally Bentley would be fired up too. So
we're going to say goodnight.
All right.
Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Okay, so everybody enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Thank you so much for joining us. It means a lot to us. And again, plan on Labor Day weekend will be our next live stream. We'll get something posted. But
do you remember our mileage out west, real quick, Susan Eskin?
Which one? Well, the Tacoma dropped from about 11 miles per gallon when we got out west. It dropped down to 10 or less. The Tundra has been getting towing around about 10 and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was expecting a lot worse, and it's actually I'm pretty happy now. The Tundra not towing, like just driving around Angola this week, I was getting like 13 and a half. I'm thinking once I start driving on the highway to go to work, I'm hoping it gets closer to 16 or 17.
Bye, Barb, Ohio. Good night. She says she's looking forward to the new videos. So bye-bye.
All right, tomorrow noon, new video. So.
And Mark's saying, "Go Gyros."
Go Gyros. Mark, I don't know what we're gonna do with you.
Glenn, I like goat.
Glenn, you and Mark are going into timeout. You're not messing with my goats. We're putting them in pajamas. They're not for gyros.
They've got to be in jammies.
So, all right, everybody. We'll see you later. Goats.
Goats.